Hi guys, just checking in again really quickly. Hope you're all well wherever you are in the world. And yeah, the sun is out, the birds are singing once again, and it's nice to be out walking Lil. Just thought I'd have a quick chat. So this conversation will be in reference to, do you remember when I went to the Roman fort and I tried to do I tried to reach out basically to any Roman soldiers that may have been stationed there. So it's kind of like paranormal work, I guess. Yeah, I've had a few comments regarding me doing that. People saying, why would you try to speak to spirits when they probably can't hear you, they don't have ears? And then there was another comment saying, why would you speak to Romans or try and attempt contact with Roman soldiers in English when they clearly wouldn't have spoke English? So one thing I think we can all agree on is that the rules and the regulations and the perimeters of life here in the physical world are very different to those in the paranormal world. For example, a spirit or a poltergeist is somehow able to move from point A to point B completely free from space and time, and also without a physical body. We can't do that here. They're also able to speak without a mouth, move objects without hands. There are so many things that just don't make logical sense to us here in the physical world, but we know they do happen over in the paranormal realm. And because of this, my train of thought is that a language barrier then would not be a problem for them to find a way around. So when anybody says to me, why would you be trying to speak English to a Roman soldier that passed 2,000 years ago? They wouldn't understand you. I don't believe that. I don't believe that they're bound by human traits like language. If every other part of their world is completely different to ours and it's completely alien to us, then it wouldn't be too hard to imagine that they can find a way around communicating without language. And if they do communicate back with someone through language, I don't think that that's how they communicate one-to-one in their world. I just think that they've used that means because that they know that that's the only thing you'd understand. They would speak and communicate with you in a way that they understand you would understand. How they do this is completely beyond me, but I assume that extraterrestrials would do something similar. You know, when we try to communicate with monkeys and great apes, we don't use physical language like verbal language. We use tools, we use sign language, we use gestures. And I'll give you another example of this. For example, Lily, okay? Lily doesn't speak human, I don't speak dog. But I, being the intelligent one, being the superior race, have figured out a way that we can both understand each other. Now, part two of one of the comments that came in was, why do you assume that they've got ears? Why are you speaking out aloud when you know that they probably wouldn't hear you without ears? This, again, is only in our understanding of how things should work, but in the paranormal world, things don't work as they should do. If I shout in my head really loud right now, hello, and I'm going to do it for the sake of this practice. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I just shouted in my head, hello! And I heard myself say that in my head. But I didn't move my mouth and nothing came out verbally. So how did I do that? You know, I heard myself say, hello! But I didn't move my mouth and no audible sound was made. There are ways that things can happen that we don't fully understand. I don't have all the answers. I would never claim to have all the answers when it comes to the paranormal. I guess we'll only ever figure that out once it's our time. But what I do know is it's been a pleasure, again, to speak to you guys and share some of my insights into how my brain thinks, how the cogs tick inside here. And yeah, for those of you that said, why would you speak aloud to a Roman soldier that can't speak English or maybe doesn't have ears because they're no longer attached to a physical body, I hope that you now have some understanding as to why I did that and why I will still do that moving forward. Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure, as I've said. I love walking out in the sun through the trees with Lily and communicating with like-minded people, so that's always a bonus. Wherever you are in the world, guys, take it easy, stay safe, look after yourselves, and if you are in a position to do so, then please do look after somebody else as well.